Hi everyone, I'm Yang, and today we're gonna learn how to draw different types of eyes. If you haven't seen the first part of the series on how to draw eyes yet, just check it up here. We will see why is this important, what are the different types of eyes, and how does this affect character design. Let's get started. So why is this important? Well, you can see here on the screen, I have the exact same character, and the only thing that's different, it's the eye, and they already look like completely different people. The eye is important like that. So don't ignore how the eye gives an impression when you make a character. When it comes to shape language, think for just 2 seconds. What do you think when you look at these eyes here? Probably it was the first one read as friendly, innocent, happy, and cute, and that's because those are ideas we associate with roundness and when something is large as well. And the one on the right would probably read as dangerous, dynamic, sharp, or maybe even evil, although that's not necessarily the idea you might have had. That's because we consider the eye to be the window of the soul, right? And so if the eye is big, we can see a lot about the person inside. And if the eye is small, then they are hiding something. They don't want to be seen, they're not open. Of course, that's not true in real life, but it's how we perceive things. So what are some of the different types of eyes that we can make, and how do we change them? The first thing we can change in the eye is the shape, how round or pointy the eye is. It is also how you determine if the eye is going to be upturned or downturned. As you can see here, the first one, it's kind of a regular eye. It's not really upturned or downturned. The second one has a very clear downturn. The third one is this trapezoid shape with more angles, and the last one is more round. In all of this, I didn't change the eyebrow, the eyelashes, the iris, or the pupil. They're all the same, and they are different just by the outside shape. And you can see it's already quite a difference between each eye set. But there's more we can do. So the second one, it's changing the size. You can see the one on the left compared to the right one is larger. The second one is smaller, and then smaller and larger again. And that is also another element we can use to design our characters. The third element, now we start changing things a little bit more. It's about the iris and the pupil. Look, we can make a smaller iris compared to the size of the eyeball. We can make the pupil white or some other light color. It's just a stylistic choice. We can make cat eye with this very thin pupil. We can make the iris without any shading and adding some little things here to show the texture of the iris. There's also a difference in the highlight. Look, the first one, I made a small highlight here. The second one has more of a square-ish highlight. The third one doesn't, and that makes the eye look colder. If the eye has no highlight, it looks like there's some lack in emotion. And the last one has more highlight because the opposite is if you add more highlights, then it looks even more innocent, cute, and happy, and maybe childish. And the last change that we can make, it's the eyebrow and the eyelashes. Well, the eyebrow isn't really part of the eye, but it goes hand in hand. So while in this one, I made these full eyebrows that look a little bit like someone you can trust because they are rounded and they are big. And on the other hand, I made this one here the opposite. It's thin, it's angular, and it gives this dynamic, maybe a little bit of a dangerous energy. So if you compare the first row to the last row, you can see that there's quite a big of a difference, even though I didn't even make that many iterations, and it already resulted in such a big difference. So yeah, that's what I had for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye bye.